Hey, it's Vince with JumpCloud. Welcome to another episode of our What Is video series. In this episode, we'll be talking about domain controllers. So, what is a domain controller? Well, a domain controller is a server that functions to authenticate user identities and authorize their access to IT resources. These IT resources generally include things like systems, applications, file storage systems, networks, and really anything else that needs to be administered within an organization. This collection of resources is known as a domain, and a domain controller helps to ensure that only the correct users can access domain-bound resources. Think of it like the gatekeeper in charge of controlling who can access your digital kingdom. Domain controllers are used in conjunction with a directory services database, also known as an identity provider, which stores user information such as usernames and passwords. This enables the domain controller to leverage the identity provider as the source of truth for verifying user identities. For example, when a user attempts to log into the system they use for work, they are typically challenged to provide a username and password. Once provided, the user credentials are routed to the domain controller, which then authenticates them against the directory services database. If the credentials submitted by the user match those stored in the directory services database, the domain controller will authorize access to domain-bound resources. If not, the domain controller will prevent the user from accessing domain-bound resources. However, while domain controllers are certainly effective, they represent the old way of doing things in many ways. This is primarily because they were designed in the late 1990s for on-prem, Microsoft-based environments, with Active Directory serving as the core identity provider. Of course, this wasn't an issue back when everything revolved around Microsoft, but IT environments don't work like that anymore. Today, IT organizations are shifting everything they can to the cloud, leveraging Windows, Mac, and Linux systems, web applications, third-party storage solutions, wireless networks, and more. Traditional Active Directory implementations struggle to manage the vast majority of these new innovations. Fortunately, JumpCloud Directory as a Service effectively eliminates the need for an on-prem identity management infrastructure by shifting the concept of the core identity provider to the cloud. JumpCloud also takes the concept of directory services a step further by offering support for all three major operating systems: web applications, cloud and on-prem storage solutions, wired and wireless networks, and more. As a result, IT organizations can continue to securely manage and connect their users to the IT resources they need throughout their modern domain, but without anything on-prem. These are a few of the reasons why we like to think of JumpCloud Directory as a Service as Active Directory reimagined. Contact JumpCloud today if you'd like to learn how the Directory as a Service platform can benefit your organization. You can also sign up for a free account and explore the full functionality of our comprehensive cloud directory for free, and your first 10 users are free forever.